For an all-new UC Undercover, coming up next on NBC.
I'm offering you a life, son. A family.
Sonny Walker, you're under arrest.
Get it open! Lock him.
Whatever it takes, wherever we have to go. I want to hunt him down.
To catch a criminal, you have to become one.
Perimeter guards would have heard the shots. Why aren't they moving?
The guys that hit us. All of them. Jake, what's your status?
I'm with Sonny. Just dropped the UA, carrying MVGs and a suppressed MP5. It's wearing last communications gear.
Everybody listen closely. The perimeter's been compromised.
What's the estimate?
Total breach. Assume every gun is pointed at you. Sonny's the target. Protecting him is our first priority.
We're in the attic.
You stay there. You put your back against the wall, and you wait for backup. You wait for backup.
Backup's on the way.
Yeah. I hope the second team's better than the first.
We lost power, cellular, and satellite. Person-to-person phone is all we got.
All communications are down. We need to get to the van. Do it. Let's go.
Look, I can watch your back a lot better with a gun in my hand, kid. I'm done running.
I give you a gun, maybe your odds go up, mine go down. How'd I know you don't still blame me?
Maybe you don't have a choice.
I'm going into town.
Didn't we go there yesterday and the day before?
Yes, but we need bread. You don't have to go with me.
All right, honey, be careful.
How the hell do you say I need bread?
Je voudrais du pain, s'il vous plaît.
Je voudrais du pain.
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
I mean, that's assuming the guy's French. If he's German, you say, ik will etwas Brot. Bitte.
Ik will etwas.
Etwas.
Oh, God, Sonny, what are we doing here?
What's the matter, baby? You feeling restless?
No.
Come here.
What?
I'm listening.
Are you happy here?
The air's clean. You can drink the water. And they don't cook anything without butter around here. And they never even heard of cholesterol. What's not to like?
It's not home.
Well, it's home for now. What is it that you want that you don't have here?
Little people.
Little people. You mean like elves and hobbits and gremlins and...
No. You know, before you're a big person, you're a little person. Before you're an adult.
You talking about kids? Is that your idea of a proposal?
Depends on your idea of a smile.
Sure that's such a good idea? Can you imagine the three of us on the lam?
I know we're not perfect, Sonny. Far from it. But if we both get behind this thing, I know that we can make this work out.
You selling?
I'm sharing. What we have and who we are, that deserves to be remembered. A child is the only kind of immortality a person has.
You know, it's crazy. I spent my whole life trying to minimize who and what I cared about. I thought that was the way to live the life I chose. I was wrong. I think you'll make a great mother, Carla.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
We really do need bread. You stay, I'll be right back. Oh, you are gonna love dinner. Woohoo!
According to Interpol, a man using an alias linked to Sonny Walker boarded a flight from Zurich to London 3 days ago. A DEA snitch reported that Sonny was in New York Tuesday night. That puts him inside the U.S. and back on our radar screen.
I don't believe it. I mean, Sonny, he got out. He's smart enough to stay out. There's no reason for him to come back.
A bomb went off in the car leased to one of Sonny's aliases in Switzerland. Now, the target was Sonny, but the body they pulled out of the wreckage was his lady, Carly Jacobs.
Poetic justice.
You have to revise your opinion?
Well, if that information squares, yeah. Then I think Sonny'd come back. For whoever pulled the trigger, whoever ordered it, who drew up the plans, who drove the car, their family, their dog, he won't care.
Okay. Jake, Alex, start developing new leads. Monica, Cody, start crunching available data. Sonny's got a lot of people who want to see him dead. So let's acquaint ourselves with those we don't know and reacquaint ourselves with those we do.
Excuse me, sir. It's Mr. Walker, sir. Sonny Walker.
Sonny. 20 years, Harry. It's a lot of time. I bled for you. I bled for you, you son of a bitch, and this is how you pay me back. How many years I do for you?
9.
And how many times did I rat you out?
Not once.
Why couldn't you let me just walk away? I just walked away.
I couldn't take the chance, Sonny.
It's gonna be slow, Harry. It's gonna be slow, and it's gonna hurt you
Aristos Patriarca. He built a small regional shipping fleet into an international conglomerate with subsidiaries in munitions, mining, oil, telecommunications, and pharmaceuticals. And he's also very, very friendly with mafia dons, princes, arms dealers, and heads of state. And if that weren't enough, he's also dated more than one Hollywood starlet.
Because first you got to get the power, then you get the woman. That's why you gotta make your own moves. And cut. Al Pacino, Scarface.
There's like a whole team of doctors out there working on you somewhere, right?
Probably.
Good. Patriarca is the kind of person governments reach out to get things done that they can't admit they do. Justice Department probe back in '95 suspected Sonny in several of Patriarca's sponsored heists. Now, they never could make a case for him, so my guess is Sonny knows where enough skeletons are buried that he could be a real threat to him.
I want 24-hour surveillance on Patriarca. I want operatives in position at his house, at his office, at his dry cleaners, at his mistress, anywhere he visits more than once a week.
He's got offices in 3 cities.
I want units covering them all. If Sonny shows, he's going down. And if Patriarca is responsible for the hit, we won't be waiting long.
Come on in, Sonny. Sit down. We waited a long time for you at Patriarca's. Put up a hell of a fight. 2 agents wounded, 3 policemen with critical injuries. And still, we grabbed you up. You never got close enough to Patriarca to take 1 shot. How's it make you feel?
Look, if you got something to say to me other than the play-by-play, then say it. Otherwise, let me go back to my cell.
I got nothing to say to you. No, I'm just here to gloat.
Doing for the full stretch this time, son. Consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. What, no comment? No offer of some bogus deal so you can arrange to escape and make me look like an imbecile?
You're a federal prosecutor. You can't offer me anything. Any deal I get's gotta come from a federal judge. When you failed to mention that, I knew you were playing me. Too eager. By half. Just like a Fed. So I played you.
Yeah, that was smart. But coming back, that was dumb. Get him out of here.
Can you give us Patriarca? That's the only kind of revenge you're gonna have on the man in this life.
Yeah. I can deliver him. A corrupt billionaire on a silver platter. A head to mount on your wall. I could tell you things that'll shake, rattle, and roll you right to the top.
We're listening.
Now, you want to hear words out of me? You reach out, set up a meet with a federal judge. You, me, and my lawyer, and I'm not talking about some 20-year cap here. I want a signed letter of immunity. Or this meeting is over now and forever.
That ain't gonna happen.
Why not? It's happened before. Sammy the Bull kills 19 guys, but he serves Ugatti. So you guys ship him off to Arizona. We can sell ecstasy to high school kids. Were you in on that deal, Agent Blue? Sounds like your style.
It'd have to be conditional. Full immunity only if your testimony indicts Patriarca.
With what I know, it's not a question of if. One other thing. Your team runs security.
You want a bodyguard, you open a phone book.
No. That's what I want. Otherwise, it's no deal.
We don't have very much in common, the 2 of us. But there are a few similarities. I grew up poor, just as you did. And I succeeded in business as you did, because I always made sure to give my customers exactly what they paid for. I did this for a very simple reason: to keep them as customers. I respect precision and consistency. And these are 2 things I was assured I would receive when I hired you to run what amounted to a very simple errand. You failed me. The details of why you failed me are unimportant. The fact remains you have transformed Sonny Walker from a man who had every reason to live into a man with nothing to live for.
I made a mistake. A very serious mistake. I'm prepared to accept that and to pay for it. The down payment you wired me has been returned. I will not collect that or any other payment for this job. Sonny Walker is now my gift to you.
He's with us.
What the hell are you doing? You knew it was me.
It was dark.
Why is this man armed?
Did you notice the 6 or 7 guys that are trying to kill us? We need his help, just like he needs ours.
No way. Give me the gun.
You got one of your own.
My weapon was out on the table when the power went down. I couldn't find it.
Well, it looks like I'm not the only one out of luck now, huh?
Well, let's move.
Let's go. Step out.
Sit down, please. Sonny, he will determine how you are treated. Stay within the perimeter, and there won't be a problem. Do you understand?
Yeah. If it isn't the money lady herself. How's your friend, Cortez?
He's alive and free. No thanks to you.
Are you either? You're the reason he got stabbed. You used him. You knew what could happen to him. If you're looking for somebody to blame, take a peek in the mirror.
I hope you like the way those chains feel. Because they're going to be on you a long time.
Come on. Cody, Monica, get to the van, get back online, and send an emergency message to the marshal's office.
We're on it.
No, we are not.
Yes, we are. Come on. Run.
There they are!
Why am I being shot at? If we can start up the van and get the generators going, I can get the power back to the satellite uplink.
How long do you think those guys outside are gonna wait, huh?
I don't know.
Cody, how much time do you need?
Test.
Gentlemen.
Was really necessary?
I'm trying to set a tone here.
I know what you're trying to do. Get rid of him.
Michael.
Why the voice dress?
Keep him honest.
No, that doesn't work. Believe me.
State your name for the record, please.
Jack Sonny Walker.
Mr. Walker, let me walk you through exactly how this works. I'll be asking you questions, you'll be giving me answers. Now, you need to be honest about everything you know and everything we're interested in. If you lie, you avoid your immunity. You understand?
I understand the conditions.
Just tell us the truth. Now, when did you first meet Aristos Patriarca?
1976. I just turned 19. I was working with a crew of 4 guys out of South Brooklyn. We were boosting cars, small-time B&Es. We got ambitious. Started ripping off houses out in Long Island. Upscale stuff. Real home invasion. Anyway, one day we got a lead on a house of a local millionaire. Turned out to be Patriarca. And the word was that The guy had a multi-million-dollar art collection, cash, jewels, the works. And we also heard that he was out of town. So we cased the place. We decided to do it thinking he was just a businessman.
What was your role?
I was the wheelman at the time. I was outside when Frank, Jimmy, and Maxie went in. And went back right away. First I heard the gunshots. Then I saw the muzzle flashes through the window. By all rights, I should have just drove on out of there. I mean, those were the rules. But I couldn't leave my friends behind. So I charged right into a bloodbath. Patriarca was there, with half a dozen other guys holding guns, standing over guys that I'd worked with for years. They were lying there face down, dead. I don't know if it was dumb luck, balls, or a combination of the two. But I guess I took them by surprise when I started shooting. I took down 4 of them right away before I caught a bullet in the collarbone. Somehow my legs kept moving and I kept shooting till I took the other 2 guys out.
The way the Westies tell it now, you took 7 in the chest, kept on coming like you were the Terminator.
What was that you told me one time, kid?
Stories grow with time.
So the only ones left alive were you and Patriarca?
Just the 2 of us. His gun on me, my gun on him.
What happened?
He introduced me to single malt scotch and we talked for hours. Funny. I went in there ready to die. And I walked out with his respect and a job.
Rene Martin and Alice Katz were independent contractors for the CIA.
What are you, a student of history?
They used to move drugs as a part of the Iran-Contra operation. Did you?
Technically, yes.
How'd it work?
Well, the coke usually came in from Bolivia. We'd find out where it was going to get dropped off from various guys along the supply chain. Small-time pilots like Martin. Big-time movers like Dan Lassiter. And even guys along the refueling points, such as Juan Alvarez from the Carver Ranch in Belize. You see, these guys, they were playing both sides of the game. They were getting paid by the cartels to deliver the drugs, and by the CIA for letting us rip it off. Anyway, we'd rip it off at the drop points, drop it off to the agency boy, and get paid, easy money.
Who was your contact?
Another member of the I'm Dead Club, Ron Lister.
Operation Abscond.
Judging by your knowledge, I take it this isn't your first line of work. Yeah, and that's what we called it. Operation Abscond. Patriarca said it was his way of helping fight the war on drugs. He said it was all part of a CIA sting. It's funny. I thought I was doing good by keeping that crap off the streets.
Ronnie Lister took your cocaine that you stole and sold it to Freeway Ricky Ross in LA. He then used the money to buy arms for the Contras in Central America. Ross took your coke and turned it into crack. Thousands dead down there, and a decade of misery and gang wars up here.
I know. No price too high for the war on communism, and no tax base in the ghetto.
This looks good.
Yeah. Nice place for a last stand, huh, kid?
I'll check the back. he's dead.
What were you doing here?
Heard a noise. Came in, I found him like that.
Come on. We gotta stick together.
How'd Operation Abscond end?
How does it always end? Broken promises and pile of dead bodies. Repercussions have a way of running downhill. Guys like me are on the bottom.
And the CIA sacrifices the war on drugs for the war on communism.
Target 1, Ghost Wall. In position.
Two of my guys got clipped. Tried getting hold of Ron Lister to straighten everything out, but he'd been shipped overseas. Reassigned. When I finally got in touch with him, he's all nervous. And he gives me a name. Arthur Lawrence. An assistant director of the CIA.
Yeah, I remember Lawrence had committed suicide.
That's what the paper said. See, Patriarca and Lawrence, they were old golf buddies. I don't know for sure whether Patriarca had Lawrence set up the hit on my guys. Maybe I didn't try hard enough to find out. I owed the guy. But the bottom line was, Lawrence set up the hit. So I followed him and his bimbo intern, some cheap motel for their noon quickie. She walked down the hall to get some ice. I slipped in the room, and there he was. With a tan line where his wedding ring should be. So yeah, Arthur Lawrence shot himself in the ear. Of course, I was holding the gun.
What about Patriarca?
Never heard from him again. I figure he got the message.
What happened after that?
Me and my crew split up. We were all on the run. I was 8 different people over the next 3 years. It got expensive. So I started doing bank jobs again. With a new crew. Guys who wanted family, brotherhood, as much as they wanted the money. Guys like Headache, Double Down,
Federation!
and Jake. Those are the only people I ever really trusted. Except for Carmen. I gotta take a break. I'm gonna get out of here.
What are we doing?
Hey, sorry about Carly.
What are you sorry about? You had nothing to do with it.
Depends on how far back you follow the chain.
Believe me, kid, the chain started with me.
How'd you meet?
What, are you writing a book?
I'm just curious. Chivas Lafi, you seem to have that effect on people.
About 10 years ago. Me and my crew, we were laying low. after pulling some hits. We ended up at this dive bar in Bozeman, Montana. Carly was the bartender there. She kept peeking over at me and would give me one of these sideways looks. Man, I couldn't take my eyes off of her. It's funny. I can remember the number of every heist we ever pulled except that one. All I can remember is her.
So what'd you do?
Nothing. Just paid my tab. Got up and left, didn't say a word.
She was too good.
Don't tell me you ain't ever been there.
Yo, you do the things we've done, you got real danger in your life. There's just some people you can't bring that to.
And they're the ones that grab your heart and stop it.
What's that?
We just lost the motion detectors. The system's been a little flaky lately.
Oh, great. Network's down too.
Well, that's Murphy's Law, Monica. That's more of a guideline than a law, really. But I like to think of it as a law. I'm gonna check the panel.
Yeah, do that.
See, me and my crew were supposed to move on the next day. But I woke up on autopilot. I told him I'd catch up to him. So I spent the day at the motel. Went to the bar. And I sat there all night long, drinking water. Finally, she comes on over to me. First thing she says is, "Where's the rest of your crew?" Man, I almost fell off my chair. I mean, she had us pegged dead there. I knew we were hot. She probably even knew what our take was. So then we got to talking, and she tells me that she's bored with Bozeman, Montana. I mean, that's no big surprise. What was a surprise is a couple hours later, she comes over to me. Again. She looks me in the eye and she says, "Take me with you. Take me with you."
What are the odds of that?
For you. A woman that'll love you, accept you for all the madness that you generate in your life. It's rare. What about your partner?
Cops and cops. You do them before they even start.
Yeah, well, you gotta start somewhere. You know, me and Carly, we moved like a freight train. I mean, we knew each other a week. It seemed like a year. We probably knew each other even before we met. She was the kind of woman that made the whole world disappear. It was like nothing else mattered.
I've given up on that. Try not to even think about it. You're lucky to have had it.
That's not the way I see it. I ruined her life. See, that freight train has a way of coming up on years. And it moves so fast you can't get off. I mean, she couldn't stand all the moving around, all the late nights planning the heist. She couldn't stand the bond between me and my crew. She couldn't understand how she could be my woman and my soulmate, and not family. Should have been me in that car. She had more time.
All clear. Take your position.
This is Donovan. Perimeter security, check in. Repeat, check in. Perimeter security.
Donovan, this is Jake. I got Sonny with me. What's going on?
No idea. Just stay with Sonny. Report back any change of status.
at the bank that day?
It was my job to shoot you.
That's not a yes.
We got a lot to cover in here. We can move from point to point, sort of protected.
Yeah, well, it's too bad Bloom lost his gun. We could use another one.
Bloom, where the hell is he?
This another escape plan?
Look, I sold the farm, kid. I got total immunity. Why would I run?
Wait here.
We lost power, cellular, and satellite. Person-to-person phone is all we got.
All communications are down. We need to get to the van.
Do it. All right, let's go. We're on the main floor. We're not sure how many tangos are in the building. Cody? Monica, if you can't get a message out, get some weapons, get in here, and give us a hand.
Here.
Can't just sit here.
Okay, in this situation, we're both in the same crew. Hiding is no way to go out, kid. Let's take the fight to him.
Where the hell have you been? Huh?
Does this even work?
I don't know. We never needed it before. It looks like it hasn't been used in years.
This is what we're gonna do. We're going upstairs. I'll take point. Sonny's got the rear. Bloom, you get the middle. If you drop one of these guys, you get a gun.
Already got one.
What the hell are you doing?
Perimeter's clear. Go.
I'm running out of bullets.
Here, take mine. I've pulled more.
Come on!
Bloom, you're a federal agent.
What, you think Patriarca just owns criminals?
So that time at the bank when you blew our takedown, you wanted Sonny dead.
Testimony means nothing without a live witness to back it up, right, Sonny? Drop the weapons. Agent Shaw, I said drop it.
Damn, I think I flooded it.
Just forget it, Cody.
Still alive, kid. Here they come.
Jake's down there.
Sonny Walker sends his regards.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. The right to an attorney. You can't afford one will be provided for you. You understand these rights?
Tuesday. Two brothers, 2 episodes, 2 Frasers. 2 Frasier Tuesday continues with an early Frasier at 8 and another Frasier at 9. Bang. And in between, the new hit Watching Ellie with an ex-boyfriend she can't stand.
You're the biggest jackass on the entire planet.
Clearly, you've never been to Montreal.
And a new boyfriend she catches cheating.
It's a bit awkward. Is that some sort of English understatement? A bit awkward. And Hitler was a smidge disagreeable.
Watching Ellie between 2 Frasers Tuesday.